title of my speech is The Power of Education. I value education and morals. I believe that education is the most powerful weapon that a person could possess. It creates all opportunities for power and a better life. I believe that if every person that lives in a rural country could have access to education, that countries would be better off. I value education because it solemnly has the power to change the world. I believe that education is the most powerful weapon that a person could possess, and the only way to have a shot at a good life is to possessing this weapon. Only this can create opportunities that will gain your respect and power to change not only your life, but the lives of others. I believe that education is the most important value in my life. I have seen firsthand what a person goes through when they aren't educated, and know that that is not a life that anybody would like to live through. I was born and raised in a country marked by civil conflict, social strife, and inequality. Growing up in the developing world, where education is perceived as a luxury and not as a right, where children beg for an education and parents are desperate to provide it, or if one is born poor, one is destined to die poor. Everywhere around the world, there are kids that fight to get a chance like the one that has been given to us for free. In this nation, we have been blessed so much that we've begun to neglect the blessings in our daily routine. People in third world countries fight every day against poverty, hunger, and injustice. Many have been condemned to a life of misery because they can't afford an education, while others live this life because they chose to disregard the importance of education. The most powerful weapon that a person could possess is an education. An educated person could never be fooled. Many of these third world countries are impoverished because the politicians take advantage of those who are uneducated. They are easily convinced of things because they have no way of proving or disproving its value. Each and every single person that is educated is an added value to society. That person is worth more to society than $1 million granted to the community for that person. He will be able to fend for himself. He will also be able to help other people out. So now some statistics. 200 million kids don't have access to education, and many of these kids have ended up in gangs. And in this country, it might not seem as bad, but for example, in Honduras, there are many different gangs who terrorize the citizens, and this has been going on for more than a decade now. These gangs recruit kids who are out on the streets trying to look for food. They recruit them, and I believe that this would not happen if these kids were in a classroom somewhere being educated. There are also guerrilla warfare groups that take kids and parents, and they convince them that the only way that they could get anything is through joining these groups who also terrorize citizens and make horrible conditions for living in countries. And these are kids in Haiti that want to learn so much that they no matter what, they go to school and really want to learn. And we here in the U.S. we see school as a damnation instead of a blessing, and so we really have to take advantage of what we have and try to go out in the world and give education to these people.